Welcome back to Dario Outdoors YouTube channel. For the next 2 nights, I'll be backpacking into the Great Sand Dunes, chasing sunsets and sunrises across the shifting sands, sleeping under skies lit with stars, and hiking to a remote alpine lake nearly 12,000 feet above sea level. This is one of Colorado's wildest places, and I'm here to soak in every moment. This journey actually starts right where the last one ended. We arrived at the Great Sand Dunes at dinner time. I enjoyed this beautiful brown trout I caught in the last video, and then we loaded our backpacks to head into the dunes. Watching the sunset. About to have a nice long hike. All right, Dylan's way in. Wait, make sure we're zeroed.
27.
28.
28.
It's pretty heavy. Let's see what I'm at. We are zeroed. 28.2. Whew.
We're pretty even.
We're dead even. I know, I should probably have more weight because I'm fatter, but we'll see. All right, we are just now leaving the parking lot, crossing the creek. It's not really flowing too much, unfortunately, but we probably got an hour hike and 5 minutes of light. So we're gonna be hiking in the dark. And we got a long, hard journey. Weights aren't too bad. I swear my pack was like 60 pounds last year. So I'm grateful for that. And because it's so late, the wind has died down, because that is a monster in the dunes. I forgot how long the walk from the parking lot to the actual start of the incline is. But it is a distance. But we're now on the incline. Got a long way to go. Got a little bit of light though. Not doing bad on light. We are ascending. This is where it starts getting real steep. And you take one step up and you slide half a step back. After almost an hour to hike, 1.5 miles and 500 feet of elevation gain, we finally found where we're gonna set up camp. You guys can't see it that well, but it's pretty flat. So this is where camp is gonna be set up tonight. The hike was challenging as the sand gives way beneath your feet. With a backcountry permit, you are required to hike over the first set of high dunes, but the views are well worth the trek. The light pollution in the sand dunes is very low, so stargazing here is some of the best in the world. The most common scale used to judge light pollution for stargazing is the Bortle scale, and based on the most recent information I have found, the Great Sand Dunes are between a Bortle 2 and a Bortle 1. Near perfect darkness, definitely the clearest stars I have ever seen. Good morning. Well, I'm sure you guys saw the real reason I love coming to the dunes, and that is the stars. The light pollution here is so low that it's almost a perfect night sky. You can actually see the Milky Way stripe across the sky, and I just love it. And then in the morning, you get greeted with views like this. There's camp. I'm all packed up. Dylan's still packing up, and then I gotta give him a hand with the tent, but yeah, gonna be a good day. This view right here is like my favorite. Look at these little mice tracks. What a cutie. You're gonna have to find somewhere else to sleep tonight though. You can't sleep with us. Not a bad view for the morning. Can see the parking lot once again, so that's a good sign. We finally made it down all the hills, and now we got the flat, maybe half mile until the car. Okay, this morning I got some fancy chocolate milk here. Trying to just hit, you know, some good protein after being out so long. Hey, go away, bugs. Go away, Skeeter. Honestly, guys, these are like not super thick egg whites, and it just tastes like chocolate syrup. Chocolate syrup and water. There's like no egg taste.
There's a drink called, oh, what's that called? Yahoo! Chocolate water. Yahoo!
I haven't had that, but this is chocolate water. While I preheat my oven here, I'm gonna start putting the cinnamon rolls in this cast iron. We'll see how this goes. I've never made cinnamon rolls on a grill before, but hopefully we can get them done. Okay, we reached 375. Go ahead and toss these in, and hopefully the bottoms don't burn too bad. They're starting to smell good. All right, just pulled them off. They look pretty good to me. Not too shabby, looks pretty good to me. All protein for breakfast, all sugar for lunch. That's balance, baby. We stopped in town to get some more groceries and fill up on gas. And we both got some ice cream. And now we're hiking down to the Rio Grande. Gonna find a nice place to set up the hammocks and eat some ice cream. And if there's fish jumping, I might go get my fishing rod and catch one. Man, nothing beats ice cream and a view. Well, we hid in the hammocks while the wind blew. I'm trying to see if there's any fish in here, but I don't even see any. If it wasn't so windy, I'd be fishing this right now, but it's so hard to cast in the wind. It's just really frustrating. Night 2, we're getting an earlier start. It is 5:40, so we should be able to make it up there by 6:40, set up camp, and then watch the sunset, which is absolutely gorgeous over the dunes. That was one of my favorite parts last year, so hopefully tonight's is pretty good. The problem with leaving earlier is the wind is way worse. I hope you can hear me, but I learned my lesson and I got goggles and a ski mask. Keep that thing from sandblasting me. Those 45-mile-an-hour winds with the sand in them feels like those videos where they knock the rust off of cars. It hurts. And I couldn't see, so we are locked in now. We started our ascent. You can see the sand blowing off the ridges. It's not too bad now, but when you start getting up there, it gets worse. This is the hardest push. It's steep right here, and the sand is so soft. Look, Dylan tries to take steps. Every step you take, you sink like 3/4 of the way back down. We are almost there. We got this little push up and then to the right, and then hop right over that ridge line, and we're donezo. Since we got here so much earlier tonight, we get the best spot in the house. This one is so nice. Well, we got the tent all set up. The wind is shaking it around a little bit, as you can see. Honestly not too bad on the wind front. Definitely could be worse, so I'm not gonna complain. But I'll probably chill out here for a little bit and then head up for the sunset. Staked her down nice and deep. Drop the poles so it's not as much of a sail. The sun's about to go down, so we're about to go climb up this and watch the sunset. I'm so happy I get to share this beautiful sunset over the dunes with all of you. I'm so grateful I get to be here and experience this. If you enjoy adventures like this, hit that subscribe button to join me for more. Let's see how far I can jump. It's so deep.
That doesn't work that well.
As you watch the sun rise, you see how the clouds get stuck behind the Sangre de Cristo Mountains? That's actually similar to how the Great Sand Dunes formed. There was once a giant lake in this valley, but it dried up and left all of this sand behind. The wind then blew the sand, but just like the clouds this morning, the sand couldn't make it over the mountains. Then every year when the snow melts, it brings the sand right back down, forever trapped in the corner of this valley. Good morning. It's a little bit windy this morning in the dunes. Normally it's like perfectly calm. Camp is all packed up again. Now we got the morning hike out of here. The morning one is a lot more fun than the night one, though, I will say that.
Oh yeah.
Man, we are back at the truck. That was the windiest morning I've ever had in the dunes. It is cooking today. So we're gonna go head over to our friendly spigot and get some breakfast cooking up. Maybe hike today. Should be a fun one. Making pancakes, making bacon pancakes. The pancake was good, but I've really been craving a grilled cheese. I don't know why, I don't even like grilled cheese, but I'm really craving one, so we're gonna smash this. One crispy grilled cheese with some tomato soup. That's so good. I'm about like 3 of these. All right, today is not a lazy bones day. We're actually going on a hike, and it should be a really cool one. We'll see what happens. It's supposed to be a long one. If it really sucks, we might not go all the way, but at a minimum, we're gonna go see a waterfall. We're about a quarter mile off the main trail, so there's nobody left. It's just us on this trail, but check out the view of the dunes. Beautiful. Check out this ancient tree. Got burn marks down the side, been struck by lightning a time or two. Absolute beauty of the canyon. These aspens are beautiful and their bark is like yellow. This one's kind of orange. Really pretty. This has got to be like the top of their range about. We're almost at 11,000 feet of elevation. So I'll leave right here where their range is, but we're getting up there. This is, I think, the highest I've seen aspens. We're now entering the Sangre de Cristo wilderness area. I think this might be the first wilderness area I've hit this year. I think last time I hit one was when Dylan and I climbed that 13er and we hit Mount Evans wilderness area. We're getting so close I can taste it. Getting to rock fields. Getting that alpine wind, snow below us. We're close. We're really close. Man, what kind of tree is this? It's got needles coming straight out of the trunk. I don't think I've ever seen that. Oh my God. The trail has become snow-packed. I was expecting a little snow, but not this much. Dylan, how you feeling?
I'm done. This sucks. Worst hike of my life. It's pretty though.
There you go. You got it here first. Worst hike of his life.
You could probably shoot me and I wouldn't even know.
Dylan's pushing out. We got one final push left.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you're fine. Let's go. Let's go. I told him not to sit too long. He's gonna lock up.
Oh.
Yeah. Half a mile flat grass. It's easy. This is beautiful. This is why it's all worth it in the end. Right, Dylan?
Yeah, I like this.
We made it. We finally made it. That hike was so hard. It's supposed to be 9.3 miles with like 3,200 total feet of elevation gain. We're at 5.34 miles with 3,000 feet of elevation gain, and we still have some ups back. So we're gonna be closer to 11 miles, and I don't know what the elevation gain is gonna be, but that was a gnarly hike. It's starting to ice off a little bit. I might just throw something on just for fun and see what, if anything wants to bite. All right, I'm all rigged up. I have really low hopes for this. I do not think there's gonna be any fish biting, but I'm here and I brought it anyway, so might as well throw something. Dylan's on camera duty. If I catch something, he's gotta record it. And I'm gonna go crazy, because it's probably gonna be either cutthroat, greenback cutthroat, probably one of those two, maybe a brook. So I'm gonna go nuts.
My legs still hurt, so hopefully I don't have to run down there. But if he catches something, we're running down there. But really pretty. Been a great day. Even though this guy makes me go places I don't want to go, but in the end of the day, it's worth it when you finally go to those places. Look how cool this is.
I think I see a fish.
Dario thinks he sees a fish. It is hard to tell.
That or it's a crack.
We forgot our polarized glasses, which is a cheat code if you didn't know.
This place is gorgeous. I mean, I don't think the fish are active or stocked yet. Not sure if they make it through the winter here. But, you know, it was worth a try. I'm mainly here because it's so pretty. Look at it, it's so pretty. So pretty. This is super shallow and I can't see any fish. I didn't really think I was going to catch anything, but I brought the pole in case the ice was coming off a little bit more. So now I'm going to go break this back down and hike out of here another 5 miles. Hopefully my legs can take it. Hopefully Dylan's legs can take it. I believe we can do it. Yeah, it's a marmot. I know. What are you doing? He's like, don't look at where I'm going. Don't worry about where I live. All right, guys, YouTube, I just doxed that marmot. I think Dylan and I are both in agreement that this is the worst part of the hike. On the way up, it sucked because you break through the snow all the time. On the way down, you gotta go super slow so you don't slide on your butt. Worst part? He's not there mentally. He's a little out of it. Pro tip, if you ever run out of water on a hike, you can just fill up from any stream. See, perfectly clean mountain stream water. That way you never run out of water. I'm just kidding. This is a life straw filter for the Camelback. It just plugs right in, and then it filters it. There we go, life straw attached. Dylan, how the legs feeling?
-3. We're gonna make it down. And hopefully go to a hot springs and sit there and soak. Because to be honest with you guys, I haven't done any physical activity in like a year.
Hot springs sounds so good. I'm gonna call. They said they were booked, but I'm gonna call and see if there's any last minute cancellations. Pray for us that we make it there. Our legs are gonna need it. We just hit the 7 mile mark. 7 miles and 3140 feet of elevation gain. So pretty gnarly hike, and we still got good 3-4 miles out of here. I still can't get over how clear that water is. One last uphill push. My legs cannot take any more uphill. I'm dying. Say goodbye. We are finally leaving the wilderness area. That means we're making our way back. I wish I knew what our miles and elevation gain is, but my watch died probably a mile or so ago. So we'll never know, I guess, but I'm fried. We gotta go almost all the way back down there. Getting there, slowly getting there. We finally made it back to the first bridge crossing. Alright guys, I didn't forget that I promised you a waterfall, so I'm gonna go hike over there. We finally made it back. Well, we finally made it back from the hike. So probably 12 miles on the hike. I'm beat, Dylan's beat. We can't get into the hot springs. So I think it is time to head home. I don't know if we can hike into the dunes. And it's supposed to storm tonight.
It's
So-
not worth it.
So we're calling it a trip. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment what your favorite part was. I don't know, I guess my favorite part might have been the sunset over the dunes. That was pretty baller. Dylan?
I don't know, this hike was pretty cool. Even though it sucked, it was really cool. I love being in those big walls and just straight cliffs up.
Yeah.
Makes you feel really small.
Yeah. Yeah, this hike was pretty baller. Yeah, subscribe for more adventures. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Oh, he's kind of moving. Not bad, took a better line.